the women's team are already in the Champions League semi-final. You can make the men's team in it. Did you have a message for the women's team, and have you spoken with Emma as well about her achievements in management at Chelsea?
No, not yet. We were totally focused on our game against Madrid and then Fulham, and now against Madrid. But of course we followed it on TV, and it's a big achievement. So we are very happy, because in the end it's one club, and it's a big thing to arrive in the final, I think, for the first time for the Chelsea women, and hopefully they can finish the job. So big congratulations from us.
John Cross.
Hi Thomas, good to see you. You always talk in your press conferences, Thomas, enthusiastically about belief and confidence. Just how much confidence and belief will the players have taken from their magnificent performance and impressive result in the first game in Madrid that can show them that they can get this job done and can potentially win this competition?
Yeah, the best thing is if they really feel it, and I think they did it during the first half. I think we all together felt that we can be stronger in second half, and we feel now we rested some players. Now we have 3 days in between. The challenge will be, and the intention is, to keep the intensity going throughout the whole match and play this card. It is important. It is a semi-final. The pressure's on. It's a knockout game. It's the second leg, the decisive one. So to arrive with a certain level of belief and self-confidence is absolutely necessary. Otherwise, you have no chance to play against a team like Real Madrid without belief, without the inner belief. And it does not help so much if your coach is talking about it. You need to feel it. And if I talk about it, I just talk about it because I'm sure that they feel it, and we can see in all the games that the team is self-aware of. We are able to produce performances. We are also aware of the challenge that is ahead of us, but the best feeling is to arrive with almost full squad, in good shape, with a good performance and an okay result in the first leg. So everything is open now for the second leg. Like I said, I'm very happy that we could beat Fulham in between, so we have nothing to worry about, nothing to regret. And now's the moment today to enjoy training and to be ready tomorrow.
Olfi Matica. Unmute yourself, please. Olfi Matica. Unmute yourself. Okay, where you go? Do you have a question?
He cannot hear. Does he hear us?
Okay, do you want to ask your question, please? No? Okay, we'll switch. We'll go to Nick Purewall, please.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
I was just wondering if you could give us an injury update on on the guys who are doubtful, Tony and Matteo. And the other day when you were talking about Christian and his number, and you said he chose Eden's number, he accepted Eden's number. I know you were saying he brought a little bit of focus on himself, but is that good in a way, because it shows his confidence?
Yeah.
Players, obviously the best players in the world, they need that confidence and belief in themselves, don't they? So is it good that he obviously realises his talents and
absolutely. It's a good. Absolutely. It's a good thing in this decision to take this number, and it sets the tone, and it shows the determination and the dreams that Christian wants to fulfill, and his own demands to himself. This is a very good part of this decision. The downside of this decision is that people will always compare you with any number 10 in the world, and with the number 10s in a big club like Chelsea. So this is the downside, and you have to live up for it. But right now he's in a good place, and he has a huge impact to our team. So everything is good, and he can. We are happy if he continues tomorrow to make his mark. For the injuries, I can just give you the status right now, which is that Matteo will not be in the squad. I think that Tony will play with a mask. He will play with a mask because he trained yesterday with a mask. Everybody else is in training today. So hopefully we will have no re-injuries, no new injuries from today's training. That means that everybody is available except for Mateo Kovacic.
Kian Sabani.
Hi Thomas, wondering if you think from a tactical perspective if tomorrow's game will be similar or different than the first leg. Will it be more open with Real Madrid chasing the game, or do you think it'll be relatively conservative?
I'm not sure if they will play again in a 5-3-2 or they switch to their more familiar 4-3-3. That depends maybe also on the last test for Mendy and Ramos today. And from this decision, things change, of course, by nature, because any formation has its strengths and its weaknesses. It's always like this. So in the end, in a semi-final in Champions League, I believe that it's not about the formation. It's not about what we play, what Real Madrid plays. It's about how we play it, and how means which intensity do we have, which belief do we have, are we brave enough, do we play courageous enough, and do we play on our top level within the formation. So it's always a tactical choice, it's always a little tactical, but for me it's more in these big games, it's more about the little decision, the individual tactic behavior, the tactical behavior within groups, within combinations. How do we end up? Can we maybe isolate Real Madrid in a 2 against 2, 2 against 1, 3 against 2 situations, and how do we solve these situations? And can we avoid to be isolated in these little situations? So, like I said, it's more about how we play than what we play, and the same is for Real Madrid. And as I said, as we don't know what formation they will use, we will fully focus on us, on our performance.
Ian Abrahams.
Hi Thomas, how are you?
I am fine.
Very good.
Are you in your private plane or no?
Say again?
Are you in your private plane right now?
No, just in my car. Sorry.
Just in your car.
Defensively, your team have been brilliant since you arrived.
Yeah.
If there's one critique, it will be that your team haven't been able to be clinical in front of goal, and especially Timo Werner. How much of a big decision is it on whether Timo plays tomorrow, and how much have you been expressing on your team that any chances they get, they absolutely have to take?
Yeah, but I believe strongly that Timo wanted himself to score absolutely this goal, and he knows it, that he had a huge one in Madrid. But I think we all have to accept that sometimes strikers even miss chances, and even big chances, and this is part of the game. Not all decisions are made yet. We have another training session right now, and it is always about the last impression from the players. Do they feel confident? Do they show up today? Are they strong in finishing today in what they are doing? And don't forget, I mean, to talk about the game and to split the game in defense and offense is a nice thing to do, but you can get easily lost if you wanna cut football into separate pieces, because it's a very complex sport and a very complex game. So for me, Timo, like everybody else who plays up front, have a huge intensity against the ball and have a huge part in that we are so strong defensively, because it's a team effort how we defend and how we attack. So everybody needs to step up and take responsibility for scoring and for defending. And we have enough. I think we create enough chances. We create enough touches in the box to maybe score more goals. And this will come maybe with time, with a little bit more experience, with adaptation, with a bit more self-confidence. I'm pretty relaxed about it. And trust my players, no matter who starts tomorrow. And like I said, we do this as a team. Nobody has to do it tomorrow alone. This is the very good news. We do this together, and there are many situations to solve tomorrow. Not only we should not get distracted by only thinking about who is scoring in the end. We will try to create chances. We will try to put intensity. and from there we trust our guys.
John Southall, 5 Live. Can't hear you, John. Still can't hear you, John.
Okay, let's take that back. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Can you hear me? Let's try again. We expect Sergio Ramos to return for Real Madrid. So, what kind of difference do you think that will make to their team? And also, what's the main lesson you learned from the first game?
The main lesson is that we can trust ourselves, and the main lesson is that we have all the right to be in semi-final, and we should be self-confident, have absolutely no fear to face this challenge, because we deserve to be there and we can perform again on this level. This is the main lesson. Does Ramos play or not? Well, this is a tough question, because I simply don't know it. We will see after the training today and when they give the lineup tomorrow. Does it change for Real Madrid? Yes, a lot, because it's the captain. It's the captain of the most successful team in Europe in the last years. So yeah, it changes a lot. But we cannot lose our heads about this decision. I think that he will start. We will prepare for that, and we have to make sure that he cannot do it alone.
Paul Gilmore, Sky Sports News.
Hi Thomas.
Hi.
Things have been obviously going very well for you. Have you now begun talks with the club over a new contract or extending your contract?
No. There's no time, there's no need and no time for this right now.
Diego Plaza.
Muy buenas tardes, Tomás. Diego Plaza.
Hi there, coach.
¿Qué planteamiento de partido tiene en la cabeza?
What kind of match are you expecting tomorrow? Obviously, Madrid need to come out to score. Do you think you're going to try and go out and score goals, or are you going to protect yourself a little bit more in defence?
For me, the challenge is to forget the result. For me, the challenge is always in a two-leg the games that you forget the first result and you go on and you start new at 0-0. And we will clearly prepare the match to win the match, nothing else. We have no other way to prepare matches. I don't know any other way to prepare a match than to encourage my team to go out and try to win it, to be our best. And if we want to, if we are in our best, it's a non-brainer that we go for a win against. We want to win games. This club is about winning. This game is about winning. This competition is about winning. We're in semi-final, second leg. Forget the first result. It's not as important as anybody out there thinks, and there's zero importance in a preparation of a match. Zero for me. It changes absolutely nothing how we start the match tomorrow, how we prepare it today, and what we do in training, and what it has zero influence in the talk that we give to our players. We will encourage them, we will demand from them, and we will be strong there tomorrow 8 o'clock as a group, as one club, with one big goal to overcome Real Madrid. And this will only happen if we bring our best level to the pitch, and the best level means that we fight to win it.
Matt Law.
Hi Thomas.
Hi.
A couple on N'Golo, if you don't mind, who was outstanding in the first leg of this tie.
Yeah.
He's won the World Cup, the Premier League title, the FA Cup, the Europa League. I was wondering what you thought a Champions League winner's medal would do for his career. Would it elevate it even higher, or has he already reached those heights?
Where to elevate? I mean, the guy it's the top guy, and he is the guy you need to win trophies, obviously, and that's why we are so happy that he's here and that he's in our club. I was dreaming about this player, fighting for this player, dreaming about this player in any club I was coaching. So now he's my player, and as you mentioned it, he won any trophy except for Champions League. Hopefully he will do everything that we get this trophy, and for me he's an example, and he's an unbelievable input for any team in the world, and we are so happy that he plays for us. He is key, and he will be key tomorrow, and I hope in the best way possible.
And secondly, I just wanted to quickly ask you about his character, because from the outside he can be quite hard to read. I wonder if he's hard for you to read, because he's on his own quite a lot when we see him, and you tried to give him a cuddle after Newcastle, and he didn't really look like he liked to cuddle. I wonder what he's like.
Yeah, but still he needs to accept that I cuddle him. I do this a lot, so I need it for myself, so he has to live with it. No, he's a nice guy, and he's I would say a shy person, and he is quiet, he likes to have his own quality time, and he's not loud, but I see him smile a lot, I see him interact with anybody but on his own terms, and I'm very shy, very polite, so I'm super happy. I'm so happy that these players like him exist, and to express yourself by pure performance is a pleasure to watch. And what he is doing with this mentality is the mentality of a real helper. That will always give anything to help everybody on the pitch out there, and being such a nice, humble and quiet guy is a fantastic combination.
Miguel Delaney.
Hi Thomas, good afternoon. Just Chelsea used to be a club, well they are a club that have had a very distinctive relationship with the Champions League. Like before 2012, it was seen as a holy grail. And this season has been quite different in that suddenly it's gradually happened that you're in real contention. Have you felt that at all, or felt the kind of the club's mythology or history with the competition?
I never felt like that this competition is our holy grail since I arrived. It is a competition. What I felt when I came to the club, that it's a very competitive club, that it is about winning in this club, and this sharpens the atmosphere, and this has a huge impact on the atmosphere here around in Cobham, in the club, in training ground, towards everybody, because it does something to you and you instantly feel it. But more in the way that we are very, very competitive, and the club is very competitive and very serious about any competition and about any game. This is what I like a lot. I never felt it that we have here a holy grail to reach, and that anybody that winning the Champions League is the very most important, maybe the only target that really counts. And the opposite, I have the strong feeling that any win counts, and that we demand, and the club demands of his team, and we, from me as a coach, that we win any game, no matter who's on the other side of the pitch, and that we arrive in games and in no matter in which competition, ready to win and ready to deliver performance. And this is what sharpens a certain mentality, and this is what I feel as our big strength, that we arrive as a team tomorrow that is used to this pressure, to this tension, and to this amount of belief and determination to win games. And this is a good pressure, because if you make things too big, it does not help nobody, and it devalues your performance in any other game. So why should it be like this? We know ourselves that is a huge opportunity tomorrow, and we know ourselves how hard it is to arrive in semi-final, and you can be very sure that we will give everything to make it through final.
Okay, last two questions, Victoire and then Anne Gillen to finish. Victoire.
Hi Thomas.
Hi.
I know you said that you have not finished the list yet, but are you planning more or less to have the same starting lineup as last week, or are you tempted to start with a different combination, especially in the front or midfield?
Zinedine Zidane in your office right now next to you, or no? No, I will not. I cannot. I'm so sorry. I would like to help you with your question, but I will not. I will not give any hint. I will hold it back until tomorrow, and make my decisions very late, like I usually do. I have my ideas in my mind, but I'm too long in the business that I also know that anything can happen in the last training, that any situation can even change my mind, and we need to wait. I need another sleep, and tomorrow I will decide for the lineup and give it to my team first, This is the way it is. But what is sure that we played a good match in the lineup that we had, and there's from performance. From the view of performance, there's no reason to do too many changes.
Last question for Thomas, Andy Dillon.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
Oh, yeah. I'm led to believe that you've relaxed rules quite a lot since you took over, particularly for home games. You let your squad stay at home rather than go to a hotel. So I'm just wondering, with this being such a key game, are you sticking to that plan, or are you making them go to a hotel? And I just wondered what your thinking is about that.
Good question. We decided more or less week from week and from game to game. So in the moment, we had the feeling that today afternoon training is a good moment to prepare the match, because it's a late match tomorrow, and to let the players sleep at home and not go to the hotel. So we will meet for lunch, because that gives us another 7.5 hours together in the hotel. This is enough time for me to do meetings, to have several hours of rest again. So say somebody had maybe a bad night or does not feel, did not sleep good because whatever. So it's still a lot of time to recover. So once we have this in a season of almost 60 matches, if we have and sleeping so much also away from home and being so much in hotels, we try to reduce the time. But anything has an influence on it. Sometimes, like now, we had 3 days in between, so we had a lot of time to also do recovery and take our time here at Cobham to use the physios, to get massages. Sometimes even this has an influence. If we have only 2 days in between, we prefer sometimes to go to a hotel, that the players can take their time in the evening to get massages, to get treatment for their little injuries, and this is basically the way how we decided. When there are evening games, normally I had the feeling that it will maybe increase the tension if we go to the hotel in the evening today. So let them go home, let them be a bit distracted, and we meet tomorrow for a walk and lunch and a meeting, and we still have 7 hours to be well prepared.
Okay, we're going to finish there with Thomas. Please stay on the call.